Alam mo ba yung feeling na may ginawa kang mali, tapos alam mo, sure ka na pagagalitan ka, pero instead, pinatawad ka? That feeling, that's just a small glimpse of what God's grace is. Ako pala si Kuya JP at isa akong OFW na nakabased sa Saudi Arabia. At today, pag-uusapan natin ang grace of God. Hindi yung churchy na definition, hindi rin yung complicated na theology, but grace as real, personal, and life-changing. Kung feeling mo, kulang ka pa or palpak ka pa or parang hindi ka qualified kay God, tapusin mo ang video na to. Point number 1, grace is a gift, not a reward. Ephesians chapter 2 verses 8 and 9 says, "For it's by grace you have been saved through faith, not by works." So let's be honest. Sanay tayo sa isang performance-based na buhay. Pag nagtrabaho ka, meron kang sweldo. Pag ginalingan mo, may pupuri sa'yo. Pag nagkamali ka, malamang sa malamang may parusa. So akala natin, ganun din kay God. Pero ang grace, hindi siya sweldo, hindi rin siya bonus, at hindi rin siya reward. Ang grace is a gift. Hindi mo siya kailangang paghirapan, hindi mo rin siya kailangang patunayan. Kasi even on your worst day, God doesn't say, ayusin mo muna ang sarili mo. Ang sinasabi niya, come as you are. Point number 2, grace meets you where you are and not where you should be. Romans 5:8 says, "While we were still sinners, Christ died for us." Napansin mo ba yon? Hindi niya sinabi na after ninyo magbago or after ninyo maging holy o kapag tumino na kayo. Hindi. While we were still sinners, grace doesn't wait for your transformation. Pero sa grace, nag-start ang ating transformation. Kung feeling mo, hindi ka pa readyng lumapit kay God, or marami ka pang issues, or marami ka pang sablay, that's exactly the point. Grace is not God saying, you are perfect. Grace is God saying, alam ko, pero still, I choose you. Point number 3, grace does not ignore sin, but it overcomes it. Romans chapter 6 verse 14, sin shall no longer be your master because you are under grace. Madalas meron tayong misconception. Sabihin natin, grace pala, okay lang magkasala. Pero hindi. Grace doesn't say okay lang ang kasalanan. Pero ang sabi ng grace, hindi ka na alipin ng kasalanan. Grace is not a license to sin, but grace is power to change. Hindi ka na nagtatransform dahil takot ka, kundi dahil sa love. Hindi ka na sumusunod para tanggapin ka, kundi sumusunod ka dahil tinanggap ka na. And that's a huge difference. Point number 4, grace is enough even when you feel weak. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Aminin natin, may mga seasons na pagod ka. Spiritually tired, emotionally drained, faith feels low, and sometimes sasabihin natin kay Lord, Lord, pakiramdam ko kulang ako. Pero alam mo kung anong sagot ni God? Hindi. Because my grace is enough. Grace doesn't remove all your struggles, but it carries you through them. Hindi mo kailangang maging strong palagi. Hindi mo kailangang maging okay palagi. Because grace works best when you admit you are not. Point number 5, grace changes how you see yourself and others. John 1:16 says, "Out of His fullness, we have all received grace upon grace." Kapag naiintindihan mo ang grace, hindi ka na masyadong harsh sa sarili mo, hindi ka na rin judgmental sa iba, hindi ka na rin mabilis mag-condemn. Kasi alam mo kung gaano ka in-embrace ng grace ni God. Grace teaches us to say, hindi rin ako perfect or may pinanggagalingan din ako. Kung binigyan ako ng chance, may chance ka rin. Kaya grace makes us humble, not proud, grateful, and not entitled. So, let me ask you this. Kung si God hindi sumuko sa'yo, bakit ikaw sumusuko ka na sa sarili mo? Kung araw-araw merong bagong grace, bakit ka nabubuhay sa guilt ng kahapon? Grace is not just theology, but grace is an invitation. It's an invitation to rest, to trust, and to start again. So if this message spoke to you, please share this vlog with someone who needs grace today. So remember this, you are saved by grace, sustained by grace, and changed by grace. See you sa next vlog. Bye.